All right, this one has been a long haul. This is the one that the tank was all corroded out the bottom. The one where the burner was bent 90, pretty much 90 degrees, that I had to build a splint. All kinds of leaks. It's just been tough. It's been really tough on this one here. I still got to buff it out a little bit more. I started buffing a little bit, but my buffing wheel was getting clogged up. So yeah, I just had to make a handle for it, all kinds of stuff. So let's just see if this thing's got some fuel left in here. Sorry, these are some big mantles. It really wasn't the ones I wanted to put on here, but it is what it is. I know a lot of people say, oh, you should just let them burn in on their own. I know. All right. Well, these kind of lanterns, because they're a little bit iffy. Oh, I always like to go and light them up over here. Okay, so I already pressurized it. So here we go. Let's see what happens here. Oop. Oop. Okay, that's not good. All right, well, I've run this on a test on another font before, so I know it works. I don't know. These things are like 100 years old. More than 100 years old. This thing's probably 19... I don't know. I have to look at the thing on it, but it's at least 100 years old. So for whatever reason, I have to adjust it a little bit with the... I know on the irons you have to use this as an adjustment, so I know it's okay to do. I know it's okay because it actually says that. So this one here, I repainted it. This one had no, it was just bare metal, so I sprayed it. We'll see what it does. And This one here, they come in different colors, so it's not unnormal. Yeah. So actually I used the burgundy. I think it's going to look real pretty. And then the font for the camp light. I went with the burgundy on this. Yeah. And then I decided for that that other lamp I had, the silver just didn't look good against the chrome. So I decided, well, let's try a burgundy. Let's see what a burgundy looks like. You know, I tried nickel plating today. It did not work out very good. But I figure, well, let's go with burgundy. I might give it a wet sand and respray it a second time. But for now, we'll see what it looks like. Definitely it needs to be a color, because chrome, well, it's fake chrome spray paint, you know, I mean, try to simulate chrome. It doesn't look very good against something that's actually chrome, so it's just better to just paint it. Anyway, this thing seems to be doing good. All right, I'll bring you back in just a second here. All right, I want to see if this thing shuts down, then I'm going to relight it. Let's see what it does here. You know, these things are a little iffy when because they're so old. Praying it shuts down. I'm going to turn on the light here. So I noticed one thing with these. Which one I was doing? The oh, what is that? That really old one. The one that's kind of a little bit different shape. It's older. It's like when the company that Coleman acquired. I can't think of their name now. When I lit it up yesterday, I got it to light and everything, but I didn't put a lot of fuel in, and it started to flare on me. And I think that you have to have a certain level of fuel in these things, or else weird stuff seems to happen. So I had put a little extra in there. Yeah, it looks like it's going to go out. Let's see if we can relight it. Oh, shit. Things are spicy. Whew. Well, I think when you get something this old like this, you have to expect that you're going to have to do a little bit of adjustments and stuff on them. And, you know, it is what it is sometimes. Unless the other option is that the jetting, maybe that tip on there is, maybe they came in different sizes and that one's a little too big. I don't know. Or maybe they were just expecting you to use this as an adjustment because they make the R55 roto gas generator fit multiple things. I don't know. Doesn't seem to like that, does it? Maybe it just needs to burn a little bit to... I don't know. I'm going to give it a second here. Let's just see if it calms down. Maybe it'll just calm down. Maybe I'm just being impatient. Well, not impatient, but, you know, too conservative. Maybe I have to let that thing just calm down a little bit. Doesn't seem like it, does it? Seems like it's an air fuel mixture on that thing. It's like it needs a little bit of that adjustment right there just to get it right. I mean, now it's burning good. It's like it's burning really good there. I cut myself when I was plating. I was feeling that thing. Unfortunately, there was a sharp edge, and I got jabbed. Whew. My hands are getting beat up. I got to get some nitrile gloves. Put some lotion on. All right, it's looking good. Let's try it with a shade. I'm gonna get a shade. I'll be right back. All right, well, that's it with a shade. Now this shade, I'm actually sending this one back. I'm not really happy with it. I like the mica shades. The mica shades are really good, so I bought another mica shade. This was actually just a little bit cheaper than the mica shade. I got the mica shade was just like $6 more expensive, but it's so pretty. The only thing about this one is that it's all metal, so you know. But other than that, let's see here. I don't even like to look like that. I like to look underneath it. You know, it's like adjusting Jet's fuel mixture on a car. My main thing is to make sure that it burns consistent in one setting and it's safe, so we don't have any leaks. Right here, I sealed this with some Loctite to seal it, a red, which you can just heat it up and it comes right off. The other thing I have to look at is like actually how much pressure these things are supposed to have in there. See what the font, how much pressure exactly is supposed to be. I gotta do a little bit more research on this. But I mean, look, I mean, for something that was in horrific shape, this font was all corroded out in the bottom. What else was wrong with this thing here? Its handle was no good. I had to make a handle. All this stuff right here was leaking like a sieve. Was it this one? No, it wasn't this one. This one, well, I sealed it. And like I say, the fuel, the air tube was broke in half. So I mean, I worked really, really hard on this one here. I would like to see if I could figure out how to get it. It seems pretty consistent. Fluctuates a little bit, but it seems like it's okay. I gotta make some soup. Not tonight. It's kind of late. But I want to run this thing for a while just to make sure. Not tonight. But I want to run it and make sure that this thing will run consistently. And how often you have to pump it up. But yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, God bless you all.